When is the right time to attack the h3 square? When is the right time to attack the h3 square? This question can lead to some exciting chess strategies. The h3 square can be a key target when it is weak or poorly defended. Understanding when to strike can turn the tide of the game in your favor. First, let's talk about what makes the h3 square weak. A weak square is one that cannot be defended well by pawns or is left vulnerable due to pawn movements. For instance, if white has moved the g-pawn, like from g2 to g3 or g2 to g4, the h3 square often becomes less protected. Now, one of the best times to attack h3 is when your opponent's king safety is compromised. If white's king is castled kingside and h3 is weak, attacking it can open lines or create mating threats. Moves like bishop to g4 or knight to g4 can target h3 effectively. Another great moment to strike is when you have tactical opportunities. If attacking h3 leads to forcing sequences like pins, forks, or sacrifices, it is often the right time to go for it. For example, if you can play bishop to h3 to exchange off a key defender, this can create significant pressure. However, be cautious. If your attack allows your opponent counter tactics, such as capturing your bishop with their bishop, and then infiltrating with their queen, careful calculation is essential. Also, consider attacking h3 when your opponent is distracted or overextended. If their pieces are busy elsewhere or unable to defend h3 properly, it becomes a prime target. Exploiting h3 is much easier when your opponent cannot easily reinforce it with pawns or pieces. Finally, if you can occupy or control h3 with a strong piece, that is another excellent time to attack. Placing a knight or bishop on h3 can create a lasting positional weakness for your opponent. This can limit their mobility and create outposts for your pieces. In practical terms, attacking h3 often comes into play during specific openings, like the king's Indian defense or certain lines of the Sicilian defense. In these scenarios, black frequently targets h3 to undermine white's kingside. In the middle game, if white has advanced the g-pawn, h3 can serve as a hook for sacrifices or to pry open the kingside. Even in endgames, controlling or attacking h3 may be relevant if it helps control key squares or restricts the enemy king. To sum up, the right time to attack the h3 square is when it is weak due to pawn structure or piece placement. Attack when your opponent's king safety is at risk, when tactical shots are available, or when they cannot defend h3 effectively. Always remember to calculate carefully to avoid counter tactics. Exploiting h3 can be a strategic choice that fits into broader plans of targeting weak squares for positional or tactical advantages.